We all know Mansfield is one of a kind. Well, except in one way. Yeah, turns out there's a lot of places around America named Mansfield. So, let's learn about a few of them. It's Meet the Mansfields. Let's take a trip northeast to Mansfield, Connecticut.
All right, Kathleen, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Give us the rundown. What's going on up in Mansfield, Connecticut?
Hi, thanks for having me here. We're so excited to be a part of this and learn about all the different Mansfields. Mansfield is comprised of 19 historic villages, and one of our most famous villages is Storrs, home of the University of Connecticut. So March is, a special time up here for basketball fans.
I imagine it is, and I imagine you have lots of people who make pilgrimages out there just to witness, the Huskies in action.
Yeah, they're a big draw for us. The University of Connecticut itself is a big draw for Mansfield. We have a lot of world-class athletics, arts, of course, the educational opportunities. So for residents, it's a really great resource. And for visitors, it's a fun way to kind of get to know this part of Connecticut.
And now, Mansfield, Connecticut was founded before there was even a United States of America. Talk about some of the amazing historical sites you guys have up there in Mansfield, Connecticut.
Well, Mansfield was incorporated in 1702. Mansfield was the home of the first silk mill in North America. And so that's kind of a really unique thing that I think a lot of people don't think silk production and, northern Connecticut. We have an existing grist mill that's still standing.
It's actually kind of funny, talking about coincidences and similarities between the city. Mansfield, Texas only exists because of a mill. Two guys started a mill here back 170 years after Mansfield, Connecticut was around. But yeah, so that's kind of funny seeing the mill connection apparently. Talk a bit more about just the beautiful nature up there.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, we have over 5,000 acres of parks and preserves, and then over 50 miles of trails for hiking and biking. We also have a state park that has a reservoir where you can boat and fish. And then we have two rivers that run through, the Willimantic River and the Fenton River, which are popular for fishing too. Of course, the fall, in New England is hard to beat. So we have some great parks with vistas where you can get out and see the foliage.
Our leaves just die. They don't change colors. They just go from green to dead. So that'd be awesome to get up there. Obviously, you're repping the downtown. I've seen some of the pictures. It just looks gorgeous down there. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in the downtown area.
We have some new construction, which includes our town square, the Betsy Patterson Square, and that's where we host our big community events. It's a nice place to be just to, grab a cup of coffee, meet your friends. We now have over 60 businesses in our downtown. We have over 1,300 people living in the downtown. It's also immediately adjacent to the University of Connecticut School of Fine Arts, so it's a really great synergy there with their performance opportunities. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out our Ballard Institute and Museum of Puppetry. It may be the most unique thing, I think, in our downtown for sure, if not the whole town. And we work with them a lot on programming. They do puppet shows for all ages, but they also do things like forums where scholars come or known performers come and talk about their work. And it's definitely a draw for our downtown, and I think maybe one of the little hidden jewels of our area.
What stands out to you personally about the area, about Mansfield, Connecticut? Something that's maybe not on the website or in the brochures, but something that just stands out to you that you love so much about that community?
I like the marriage of the university, kind of more of a vibrant urban-y type feel, and then the fact that 2 minutes away you can be in a 135-acre park. So personally for me, I really love that. I work in the downtown, and at lunch I can go and take a mile-plus walk in the woods and not see anything.
Do you guys ever get confused for other Mansfields out there?
Yes, every once in a while we do. It's always funny because you kind of have to, you start answering questions, especially around events where our biggest event of the year is our Celebrate Mansfield Festival. So we get a lot of calls around there for people looking for it, either to be a part of it or to come, and then it turns out I don't think you had the right state.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love talking to you, hearing about your city.